how do I develop a growth mindset? How do I actually get from where I am to where I need to be?
Yeah, so I think the best way for people to really grab a hold of things is by way of stories. So that I'm a marathoner, and whether you refer to that as 42K or 26.2 miles, it's a long way.
Yeah.
I've raced and completed 100 marathons. My most recent was a year ago, and I was 72 years old at the time and ran Athens Marathon. The thing that makes me crack up is I can't imagine running 26.2 miles. And yet I've done 100 marathons. So how does that work? Well, when I show up at a race, my only commitment to myself is show up on time. When the gun goes off, race, but all you need to do is do 1 mile. And when my watch clicks on and says, you've done a mile, I then have a conversation for a moment with myself and say, could you do 1 more mile? And every time I ask the question, I'm going, well, I could certainly do a mile. It's just 26.2 seems just out of reach. So all of my marathons, I've run 1 mile 26 times, right? So how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I say, if you want to move from a fix to a growth, choose a small goal. Choose something that you can see that, hey, I'm going to have to work to achieve it, but this one's doable, right? And go from there. I am a zero when it comes to technology. The idea of having a virtual studio and no one there to help me with all of the equipment, and what if the Zoom goes off or down, and I got an audience of thousands of people. What am I going, right? So I had to be taught how to spoon feed my way through this, but I was fixated on the ultimate goal. That's where I come from.